Let's do something a little bit different this week. Instead of having a tutorial, let's have what I think I would call an episode of Fancy Highlight. This one goes out to the gamers among you, which, I'm sure there are quite a few. I'm going to talk about some things that were actually new to me, probably not new to you, but I'll mention it anyway in case. But yeah, this has actually, taken up a little bit of my time in the past couple of months. And yeah, it involves money, so it's interesting, naturally, right? Hello and welcome back to another Random Wednesday episode. Now, most of the gamers among you will have Steam, you'll have access to the store, and you'll know that, well, there are quite a few offers or discounts a lot of the time. And while Steam is a way for you to, get good deals on games from time to time, it is not the only place that gives you this capability. In fact, there are many stores and resellers online, and in fact, from time to time, you'll find that they are having discounts that you don't see on Steam, or they might even have a deal that is better than, something that has ever appeared on Steam. But, well, there are lots of sites out there, and it's not very easy to keep track of them, which is why the first thing I like to share with you today is actually the Game Deals subreddit. So here's the deal. Even if you're not a Redditor, you don't use Reddit at all, you should still, drop by the Game Deals subreddit from time to time, because essentially it is a place where people can post all the cool deals they've found, and some of these can be actually really good. It's not just discounts, it includes free games as well. So yeah, it's always worth checking out. And here's the deal. Not every Steam user is actually aware of, is able to appreciate the value of this, but some games, and in fact, quite a lot of Steam games, actually drop what is known as trading cards. A trading card is essentially a collectible item that a game will drop after a certain amount of time, and these trading cards can actually be sold for real money. Most of the time it's not much, it's like a couple of cents. On a good day you can get 10 cents for a card. So it's not exactly, a windfall. But if you play enough games and you collect enough cards, you can actually get quite a few dollars, and that will actually buy you a new game. Which is why I say even though you don't exactly make a lot of money off, the trading cards, it is still not a negligible sum. It is still worth something. If you were to put together the two things I've just told you about, in fact, you could actually have something really good on your hands. Imagine buying a bundle of games for like $1, there are like 7 games and 4 or 5 of them drop trading cards. In fact, what you get is an opportunity to get a bunch of games for a very low price and to actually make some of the money back. So, well, that makes it an even more lucrative deal. Same deal for the free games. Some of the free games do actually drop trading cards as well. So what that means is you are literally making a profit of nothing. So yeah, I guess the takeaway for this video is to check out the Game Deals subreddit. It might do you some good. Now, there is one more thing I want to share with you, and to be honest, I feel a little bit guilty telling you about this. But basically, as you know, trading cards drop after a certain amount of time. It is not actually tied into, say, a game achievement or anything like that. What that means is you can actually be idle in a game, and yet, when the time comes, you will still get the card. In fact, for some games that have launchers, you can even just sit in a launcher, and as long as Steam says, you're in game, that means if that little chat box in the lower right corner is green, then it means that you are basically clocking time for the game and you can get the card drops. In fact, someone has actually come up with a utility to make this even more convenient for you. There is a program called Idle Master, and essentially what it does is it just hooks onto your Steam account and just says you're in game. You can literally be idling a game that you don't even have installed on your computer. So that is the power of this particular tool. While the author assures us that this tool is safe and okay to use, I do have my scruples and I've actually only used it once. But for those of you who don't mind taking a small risk, then check it out. It's actually a very good way for you to just get all the card drops from a bunch of games, even those that are not installed. So yeah, that wraps it up for this episode of Fancy Highlights. All relevant links can be found in the video description. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, you're watching 0612 TV. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, consider checking out the rest of my work on my channel. Alternatively, you may be interested in my other vlogs. If you'd like to show me some monetary support, I am on Patreon. You can find a link to my campaign in the video description. Of course, you can simply like this video or leave a comment. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I can. To keep in touch with my future uploads, do subscribe to this channel. And for even more updates, check out the official Twitter account for this channel at 0612TV. Thank you for your support.